Welcome to Grantham University's 2012 commencement ceremony. At this time, we ask everyone to remain standing. Please ensure that all of your cell phones and pagers have been silenced. Due to circumstances beyond our control, Dr. Skousen is unable to be with us today. Mr. Joseph McGrath, President of Grantham University, will now open the commencement ceremony with the invocation.
On this Saturday in August, we gather to honor those who have completed their degrees and who will soon embark on the next stage of life's journey. We are thankful for their administrators, their staff, and the faculty of Grantham University, who have mentored and taught these graduates during their education. We are thankful for the family and friends gathered here today in support of these graduates. We offer thanks for the many professors who have not only taught information, but also taught a love for learning both in and out of the classroom. We offer thanks for the colleagues and classmates who made pursuing education a fun and rewarding experience. As these men and women pursue their dreams, may each continue to seek knowledge, pursue truth, and have a desire for justice for all people. Amen. Graduates and guests, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Miss Valerie Price with the Carrie Strayer Jazz Quartet. And those of you who can, gently remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome, Grantham University graduates, parents, family members, faculty, friends, staff, and honored guests. We are so pleased that you joined us today for Grantham University's 2012 commencement ceremony. Today is a special occasion for our graduates. It marks a milestone in their lives. Our graduates are an amazing group of extraordinary people. We are honored to recognize them today and all of the things that they will accomplish in the future. I would like to express my gratitude to Valerie Price and the Carrie Strayer Jazz Quartet for singing the national anthem so beautifully. I would also like to recognize the distinguished members of the Platform Party and for their participation in today's ceremony. Would you stand, please, as I call your name and remain standing? Mr. Harry S. Campbell, our commencement speaker. Mr. Larry Redmond, representing the Board of Governors. My colleague, Mr. Joseph McGrath, President. Dr. Cheryl Hayek, Associate Provost. Ms. Nicole Buckley, Dean of the Mark Skousen School of Business. Dr. Paul Ilian, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Susan Fairchild, Dean of the School of Nursing. Dr. Cynthia Akagi, Associate Dean of the School of Allied Health. Mr. Robert Tracy, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Mr. Michael Irwin, Dean of Curriculum and Publishing, and Ms. Tina Freestone, Chair of the Criminal Justice Program. Thank you. Will you join me in a round of applause? To our graduates, I would like to thank you for your dedication and for your perseverance. Each of you have worked extremely hard to be where you are today. In many cases, this required you juggling many things in your life, family responsibilities, with tests, papers, and assignments, and lab assignments. So congratulations for achieving your dream. It is my pleasure to introduce Grantham University's president, Mr. Joseph McGrath. President McGrath joined the university as a senior leadership role in 2001 and was selected as president in November 2011. Prior to Grantham, he served in Switzerland as the chief financial and administrative officer of a group of private schools located throughout Europe. President McGrath also worked for 25 years in the banking industry. President McGrath served in the U.S. Army for 3 years as an officer at the NATO headquarters, Land Southeast in Izmir, Turkey, and as an officer at the 3rd Regional Assistance Command in South Vietnam. He holds a Bachelor of Arts from Harvard in government and a Master's of Science in Education from the University of Southern California. Please join me in welcoming President Joe McGrath to the podium.
Thank you, Marilyn, for that warm Grantham welcome and for your gracious introduction. We are indeed pleased to have so many of our faculty and staff, as well as distinguished guests, with us today. Parents, grandparents, spouses, special friends, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, and most of all, graduates. Welcome to the best online university on the planet. Graduates, indulge me for a moment. Please rise and face the rear of the room. As you gaze out over those who have been so very responsible for your being here, please raise your hands and give them a rousing round of applause. Please be seated again. And yes, I know it was each of you graduates who spent countless hours studying to complete your degree. Your successful completion of your degree brings me great, great joy. And I applaud each one of you for your grit and your persistence. I am here to introduce a fabulous member of our community who has some great insight on what it takes to be a leader. So I will limit my comments to a few. I'm a person of simple truths. One of those is that to succeed, you must always keep your head up and your feet moving. No matter what the field you are playing on, be it academics, family life, professional career, or athletics, the joy you will experience will come at the successful completion of the endeavor you undertake. I'd like to share two examples of people who persisted to reach that moment of sheer joy in their accomplishments. The first is a woman who lost her job. She lacked the education to move to a different profession, and she had children to care for, even if she could only care for them homeless in the back of her car. But when J.K. Rowling was through writing all of her Harry Potter books, she was asked to speak at a college graduation. And this is what she said of her life. The knowledge that you have emerged wiser and stronger from setbacks means that you are, ever after, secure in your ability to survive. You will never truly know yourself or the strength of your relationships until both have been tested by adversity. Such knowledge is a true gift for all that is painfully won, and it has been worth more than any qualification I have ever earned. And this August is the 49th anniversary of a speech given by a preacher that marshaled so many to pursue their dreams. Martin Luther King said the following about education: "We must always remember that intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." Both persisted as you graduates have, and both brought great joy to so many in this country, as I fully expect you will do in your future endeavors. And now let me turn to the introduction of our commencement speaker, Mr. Harry Campbell. He's a noted author, lecturer, and business executive who steered Sprint through its merger with Nextel and subsequent spin-off of Embark. He has been a president of 2 Fortune 500 companies, a co-owner of an award-winning small business, and a member of numerous boards. He has led exceptional people to achieve great results in industries from consumer packaged goods to digital media. He is a proud father of 3 children, a devoted husband to his wife, Chris, and a man who is passionate about motivating people to make an authentic, positive impact with their God, in their personal lives, in their communities, and in their business professions. So please help me welcome Harry Campbell to the podium, but help me welcome him with a rendition of Happy Birthday, as today he has chosen to share his day with us, his birthday. So Harry, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Harry, happy birthday to you. Mr. Harry Campbell. And you can take that with you. Thank you.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. This is a milestone birthday for me. It's 51. I am so blessed to be here. I've got to catch my breath. What a monumental occasion it is to help celebrate with you. I'm going to talk about leadership. It's something that I'm very passionate about. I have some thoughts on, doesn't everybody? But I want to share them with you. Before I do that, I have a few things I want to talk to you about to give you some context. First of all, I am not a professional speaker. I am a businessman that likes to teach and tell stories. My kids and my wife are tired of them. You've never heard them. This is going to work really well. Second of all, I can assure you that I'm going to have fun. I actually cannot figure out any other way to operate because, in fact, life is way too short to do anything else. So I'm going to have fun. And third of all, I am a Hoosier. That has nothing to do with anything that's going to happen today, but I have the stage, and I wanted you to know that. Okay? In fact, I was in the gym when Coach Bobby Knight threw the chair on February 23rd, 1985, and much to my wife's chagrin, that's one of the defining moments in my life. She says, "We got 3 kids." I said, "I know, but you should have seen that." Okay, enough of that. My premise that I want to talk to you about today is actually very simple. And you're going to remember this, please. Anyone can be a leader. It makes me crazy that leadership is too often defined by the job title and the org chart and the position. That's bunk. Stop that. Anybody can be a leader. In my mind, and in the book that I just published about 6 months ago, I talk about get real leadership, getting real. I talk about authenticity and the need for it. And I talk about leadership in 3 specific areas, and I'm going to share with you some of the stories that I have about those 3 areas, and they are leading and getting real with yourself, your people, and your business. And I contend if you do those 3 things and you truly get real in those areas, you're going to be a leader. It's about influence and impact. You can influence and impact from any spot in an org, in a job, in the world. Very cool. So let's start with the first one, which is leadership of yourself. And frankly, if you don't get beyond this one, there's no use trying for the other ones. If your actions don't match your words, if you don't get real with yourself, if your brand is not a good one, it's not going to work. I grew up at Procter & Gamble. I spent 7 years there. I worked on Crest, Pepto-Bismol, and Metamucil. Insert laugh here. I know. I was working down the body. Interesting thing about P&G, the company is very strong, but the company name is irrelevant. Every brand matters. Each brand evokes words and descriptions and emotions from people that buy them or use them or don't like them. I say today, you have a brand also. You may not have thought about it. Do it now. Think about it. I want you to think about that in a very specific way. What are the 7 words that you have that describe you? I love doing this. It started 15 years ago. It makes you flinch a little bit when you start trying to think of what your words are. What you need to do is figure that out. The first thing you need to do is write down the 7 that you believe define you. The second thing you need to do is you need to find out what the people that know you best, maybe they work with you, maybe they're your family, what they give you is your 7 words. And more importantly, you have to find it out anonymously. If you don't find it out anonymously and you ask your best friend what the 7 words that describe you, what's my brand, please? They're going to pat you on the head and say you have a great smile and you're really smart and I love you to be around you. No. I want to know what your 7 words are. Someone that hires you may want to know what your 7 words are. Someone that wants to promote you. Doesn't matter to me. What are your 7 words? It's very cool. I will tell you, you need to find it out anonymously. You can go to my website, harryscampbell.com. It's free. There's a little tool. Click on it. It says my 7 words. Fill in some email addresses. It goes out anonymous to people, comes back, and then you get it. And you can't attribute the words to anybody. And you find out what people think about you. The gap between the words that the world says of you and what you say of yourself is way more important than anything. Your self-awareness and your ability to figure out who you are is critical. What are your 7 words? And once you figure them out, you'll start to share them with people. Whenever I had my last job at Embark, I had, I think, 4,000 people in my group. And I got up in front of them and I shared with them my 7 words. There's 11 words that are used to describe me. There's only 7 I'm willing to say publicly. But you know what? I don't know what yours are. I want you to understand that getting real with yourself and really understanding that and figuring out what your 7 words are and what the gap between what the world thinks is critical. Let me tell you how I used that in my last job. I had big jobs that are going to report to me, and I wanted to figure out who to hire, and we would go through the normal process. And at the end of that process, I would have 2 great candidates, Bill and Susan. I found 5 people that knew both those folks very well. And at 8 o'clock at night, this is what I did. They were both internal folks. I called 5 people, and I said, here's the job that I'm hiring for. You know Bill well. Send me a voicemail with Bill's 7 words. And I always had to say, and I did the same thing for Susan, and I always had to say, by the way, I'm not looking for a phone call. I don't want sentences, and I don't want an email. I want 7 words. It is amazing what comes back. Here's what I'm going to ask of you. If you were going to be one of those 2 people, and you were trying to get that job with me, who would I call? I'm finding out people that know you well. Who would I call? You don't get to tell me. Who would I call, and what would they say? I will give you a warning here. This is very important. The first time you do this, if you try it and you do it anonymously, it's not fun. You're going to find out 7 words, and if you're like everybody else, you're going to love 5 of them. You're going to completely disagree with 1, and you're going to try to find out the person that said it. There's no way. That is not me. And you're going to hate 1, even if it's true. It's kind of a wild concept. I love doing it. And in the interest of sharing, 3 of my words are, I am an optimistic son of God. I'm a Cubs fan. We had a bad century. I'm telling you. We dominated baseball in 1906, 7, and 8, and we're coming back, and we're optimistic. I'm an optimistic son of a gun. That's one of my words, okay? Another one is I'm tenacious. I wanted to be a professional sports athlete. By the time I was 6, it was clear that wasn't going to happen. So what did I do? I became a long-distance runner. I'm no Olympian. I didn't get a Division I scholarship, but I ran at Vanderbilt, and I ran pretty darn well because one of the most important traits of long-distance running is you got to hate to lose. Wasn't a whole lot of skill involved. Guts and tenaciousness. I'm tenacious. And I'm also impatient. I grew up in a town of 1,200 people in southern Indiana. Did I tell you I'm a Hoosier? There's one stoplight in my hometown. It's at Main and Main Cross, and it was optional. I don't do lines. 3 people's a line. I don't do it. Absolutely, positively. That's me. I'm not proud of that. It's my brand. That's what people said about me. I want you to understand that. Getting real with yourself, leading yourself, is the foundation of this for leadership. Second one is getting real with people. I'm going to implore upon you to not think about this and worry about it in terms of people that work for you. In fact, getting real with people beside you and even managing the boss or somebody above you is just as important. And the best way to do that is to figure out a way to connect and communicate with these folks. When I took my job at Embark, it turned out we had 2,000 people that were on the phone in call centers taking care of customers. And we had a great rule. They said, if you're not in your seat by 8:05, you are tardy. And if you get 3 tardies, you get an occurrence, an absence, and 3 absences, and you lose your job. And I said, well, that's kind of harsh. These people are driving 40 minutes. They could have daycare issues. They could have car trouble. And we're dinging them for 5 minutes. I said, let's change the rule. The new rule is give us 8. Between 7:30 and 8:30, in that hour, if you come in early, you can leave early. Come in late, you can leave late. Just get within that hour. When we announced it to the organization, the whole place went freaking crazy. You thought we doubled their pay because we were treating them like adults. And they loved it. And the cool part about it is if there was a little bit of a cheater in the group, and there's cheaters everywhere, I'm sorry to say, and someone liked to come in late and leave early, you know what happened? the rest of the people in the call center would go over to him and say, "Excuse me, we love the new system. You're messing it up. If we have to go back to the old one, we're going to hurt you. We want this to stay in place." Think about that in terms of connecting with people. Treat them like adults. Treat them with respect. Your goal with folks like that is to have them focus on the competition and care about winning instead of worrying about all the internal things that happen because we're human. Communicate, too. Oh, my gosh, I was the president, and there was a peer of mine that was on stage, and someone asked the question. 3 minutes later, in 73 five-syllable words, I have no idea what he even said. Just answer the question. Yes, no, probably not, but here's why. Stop with the rest of the mess. It doesn't matter whether you're an IT manager, whether you run a call center, whether you're at a company, or you're an individual contributor. I don't care. Answer the question. You communicate with people. That has to do with getting real with people. It'll build your bank account in a way that's just absolutely beautiful. Another one, by the way, is you got to cover for them. Occasionally, people make mistakes, and you need to cover for them. You need to figure out what that looks like in public and in private and how you handle that well. If you're going to get real with people, you have to do that. So we've talked about yourself and your people, the top one. One of the easiest ones to talk about is getting real with your business. You know what? Once again, I don't care what your job is. Here's what I say to this one. Do your job well. Someone has asked you to do it. Stop spending 30 minutes a day figuring out when your next promotion is and when your next raise is. Do your darn job today well. Put your head down and do it. Someone needs you to do it. And if you're going to really get real, you can quit worrying about the other stuff and do your job. It is amazing how that works. It's a simple concept. The second one is compete. Oh, I love to compete. I hate to lose. I hate it. I time myself to work every day. I could go 5 miles over the speed limit. All other bets are off. The horn was free rein. And I time myself every day, and I get in front of my organization every 3 months and say, my latest and best record is 9 minutes and 12 seconds, and they give me a standing ovation. Because if I ever broke my record and I got to the parking lot at work, I'd get out and I'd go, yes, it's going to be a great day. I'd spike my briefcase. I'd say, I win. Life is not spring training. That's what I tell my kids. It's not spring training. Compete. Care. Try to win appropriately. Care. 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 So step up, do your job, and care. Okay, the third one has to do with change. I am telling you, if you don't think about change and be curious about what your business or your job or your org or your people that are surrounding you need to do differently, you are not doing your job, because standing still is losing. Everybody else is trying to go by you. They're trying to smoke you. And if you do that well, you will win. It's extraordinarily important to be the person that embraces change, sees change, but you can't stop there. You have to go one step further. You got to be the person that drives it, drives it, drives it. So from a pyramid standpoint, the foundation of getting real and being a leader and maximizing your influence and impact is getting real with yourself and has you with your personal brand. I hope at least one person, if not every one of you, tries to figure out what your 7 words are, because that may matter sometime when you're in an interview and you say, hey, you know what? Here's who I am. This defines me. I am unique. Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi are not the same product. You are not the same as someone else. Figure it out. Get real with yourself. You get real with your people, and it has to do with connecting and communicating. Dropping the barriers, lowering the anxiety, trying to figure out how you can make the energy go outward, not yakking around internally, which is what happens in a lot of places. Okay? And then finally, with your business, do your job. Do your job. If you do that, amazing things can happen. I am so impressed by this organization, the people that came here, the support groups you have, and the opportunity to do this, that it's really hard for me to describe. That this is a birthday that I will never forget. So thank you very much.
Thank you all for helping me welcome Harry Campbell, and thank you, Harry, for your words of wisdom to our graduates. The hooding ceremony is a special recognition ceremony for our master degree candidates. During this ceremony, the dean of each candidate's respective college will ceremoniously place the master's hood over the head of the graduate, signifying his or her success in completing the graduate program. At this time, would Dean Buckley and Dr. Bartels please join me? Dean Buckley will now present the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration and Master of Science.
Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration Project Management, Master of Business Administration Information Management, Master of Science Business Intelligence, Master of Science Information Management Project Management, Master of Science Information Management Technology, Master of Science Information Technology, and Master of Science Performance Improvement please rise? President McGrath, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have been certified by the faculty of the Mark Skousen School of Business. Will the recipients for these degrees please come forward?
James Wablo Bedell, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. First Sergeant Amos Jackson, Master of Science, Information Management, Project Management with distinction. Marcia Talbert Weaver, Master of Science, Information Technology with distinction. James Stallworth, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Sergeant First Class Virginia Mitchell, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Panam Kon Peng Savat, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Sergeant Anthony Mbodule, Master of Business Administration. Charles Peterson, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Sergeant Major Joe Goodwin, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Fletcher James IV, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Mael Smith, Master of Business Administration. Retired Chief Warrant Officer 4, Ernest Dolly, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Retired Master Sergeant Lorenda King, Master of Science Performance Improvement with distinction. Master Sergeant Quentin Doris, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Chief Master Sergeant Kenneth Darner, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Amy Kincaid, Master of Science Performance Improvement with distinction. Carrie Welsh, Master of Science Performance Improvement with distinction. Emily Hill, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Sergeant First Class Virginia Ollett, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Alec Tillery, Master of Science Information Management, Project Management with distinction. Chief Petty Officer Robert Little, Master of Science Information Management Technology with distinction. Joanna Altland, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Michelle Holland, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Richard Roble, Master of Business Administration with distinction, and Master of Science Information Management Technology with distinction. Christopher Jenkins, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Betty Davis, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Adrian Callahan, Master of Business Administration. Derek Edwards, Master of Business Administration. Angela Menendez, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Master Sergeant Loretta Dean, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Command Sergeant Major Lindsay Streeter, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Technical Sergeant Justin Anthony, Master of Business Administration. Karen Shaw, Master of Business Administration with distinction. First Sergeant Terry Likely, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Master Sergeant Reginald Hurt, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Jared Parlett, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. First Lieutenant LaShawn Brown, Master of Science, Information Management Technology with distinction. Sergeant First Class Angela Deloach, Master of Business Administration, Information Management with distinction. Chief Warrant Officer 3, Latiki Gray, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Sergeant First Class Jacqueline Parnell, Master of Business Administration. Master Sergeant John Henry, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Sharif Alaman, Master of Business Administration. Amelia Camposeco Card, Master of Business Administration. Mary Marshall, Master of Science, Information Management, Project Management. Nathan Soltis, Master of Business Administration. Michelle Thomas, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Angela Hunt, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Joyce White, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. First Sergeant Larry Johnson II, Master of Business Administration with distinction. Command Sergeant Major James Watson, Master of Science, Business Intelligence with distinction. Michael Eden, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Sarah Kahn, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Marcus St. Just, Master of Business Administration. Sergeant First Class Belinda Small, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Jacqueline McGill, Master of Business Administration. Second Lieutenant Andre Reed, Master of Business Administration. Jerry Bermudez, Master of Science, Performance Improvement. First Lieutenant Jennifer Arndell, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Angela Slaughter, Master of Business Administration, Project Management with distinction. Jessica Street, Master of Science, Performance Improvement with distinction. Lieutenant Colonel Moses Robinson II, Master of Business Administration, Project Management. Joanne Roberts, Master of Business Administration, Information Management. Master Sergeant Douglas Wagman, Master of Science Information Management Technology with distinction. Staff Sergeant Travis Harden, Master of Business Administration with distinction.
Will the first candidates for the master's degree in science and nursing, for nursing education and nursing informatics, please rise. President McGrath, I am pleased to present to you the candidates who have been confirmed by the faculty of the College of Nursing and Allied Health. Would the candidates please come forward?
Those of you who have just been up here can be seated.
Kelsey Soltis, Master of Science Nursing, Nursing Informatics with distinction. Susan Alleman, Master of Science Nursing, Nursing Education with distinction.
Will the first candidates for the degree Master of Healthcare Administration and Master of Science Health Systems Management please rise? President McGrath, I am pleased to present you the candidates who have been certified by the faculty of the College of Nursing and Allied Health. Will the recipients for these degrees please come forward?
Nicole Dwyer, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Dana Applehans, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Petty Officer First Class Takesha Bowens, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Sergeant First Class Antonio Rafael Campos, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Major Robert Lusk, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Brian Ashley, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Sergeant Mark Ellis, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction. Major Rosalind Johnson, Master of Healthcare Administration with distinction.
Will all master's degree recipients please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the master's degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Graduates, please be seated. We are now proud to present the undergraduate candidates.
Will the undergraduate degree recipients in the Skousen School of Business please come forward?
Petty Officer, 3rd Class, Jeremiah Wozniak, Bachelor of Science, Business Management. Master Sergeant Teresa F. Howard, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Tammy Hutchins, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Chief Petty Officer Martin Stokes, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Stephanie Abbott, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Nicole Kramer, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Lieutenant Commander Keith Shipman, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Staff Sergeant Maria Herges, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Kara Veller, Bachelor of Science, Business Management, cum laude. Private, First Class, Suzanne Nicole Weimer, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sonia Amen, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Senior Master Sergeant George Anderson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Bernard Osborne, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Dana Winfrey, Associate of Arts, Business Administration. Otho Stevens, Associate of Arts, Business Management, magna cum laude. Melissa Hanley, Associate of Arts, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Kelly Zwick, Associate of Arts, Business Management, summa cum laude. Retired Master Sergeant Ronald Verba, Sr., Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. First Sergeant James Edwards, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. First Sergeant Paul Bennett, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Specialist Joseph Cowan, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Master Sergeant Sharon Fleming, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sergeant First Class Christina Sidewell, Bachelor of Science, Business Management. Staff Sergeant Amanda Davis, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sergeant Tequila Ward, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Terry Reeves, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Retired Senior Chief Petty Officer Robert Dunn, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Staff Sergeant James Battle, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Staff Sergeant Latasha Henderson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Lynn Keller, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Shyla Lewis, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Sergeant First Class Sonia Serrano, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Calvin Muhammad, Associate of Arts, Business Administration. Sergeant First Class Terry Lynn Jones, Associate of Arts, Business Administration, cum laude. Sergeant Megan Flynn, Associate of Arts, Business Administration, cum laude.
Congratulations to the Skousen School of Business undergraduate degree recipients.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Arts and Sciences please come forward?
Sergeant First Class David Keeler, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Sergeant First Class Daryl Myers, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Monty Douglas, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Heidi Fiden, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Stephanie Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Master Sergeant Vincent Burnwell, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Shauna Fowler, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Krista Inslee, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. First Sergeant Ira Bradford, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Toby Trujillo, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Sergeant First Class Dorothy Rubin, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Daryl Harris, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. First Lieutenant Daniel Heiwig, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Master Sergeant Jeffrey Goodiness, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Staff Sergeant Daniel Parsons, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Mike Applehans, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. First Sergeant Norris Fields, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Charles Young, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Staff Sergeant Juanita Wilson, Associate of Arts, Criminal Justice. Lamont Martin, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Sergeant Major Bobby Allen, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Donna Cheney, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Sharon Williams, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. April Bouvard, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Staff Sergeant Tamika Jackson, Associate of Arts, General Studies. Chief Warrant Officer 2, Francis Ash, Associate of Arts, General Studies, cum laude. Debbie Linden, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Master Chief Petty Officer Frederick Berry, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Master Sergeant Alice Torres, Master of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Staff Sergeant Stephen Lawrence, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Wendy Darjan, Bachelor of Arts, General Studies. Staff Sergeant September Dawn Wallace, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Master Sergeant Dominique Durr, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Anthony Pascuma, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Wasick, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Sergeant First Class Deidre Hammonds, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies. Master Sergeant Michael Scott Cooper, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Staff Sergeant Katisha Williams, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Staff Sergeant Frederick Shelton, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Sergeant First Class Greg White, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Retired Sergeant First Class Aldina Walker, Bachelor of Arts, General Studies. Charles Ring, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Andre Piles, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Master Sergeant Anicia Andrus, Bachelor of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, cum laude. Sergeant First Class Vivian Miller Hawkins, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Staff Sergeant Tracy Marshall, Bachelor of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Master Chief Petty Officer Jack Mickle, Master of Science, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Lynn Berry, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Sergeant First Class Thomas Latham, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Sergeant First Class Manuel Fontes, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, summa cum laude. Priscilla Frazier, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Lauren Brott, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies, magna cum laude. Master Sergeant Johnny Edwards, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies. Master Sergeant Thomas Marotta, Associate of Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies.
Congratulations to the College of Arts and Sciences degree recipients. You may be seated.
Will the degree recipients in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please come forward?
Sean Tausch, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, cum laude. Nicholas Hackman, Bachelor of Science, Information Systems, cum laude. Staff Sergeant Chance Hudson, Bachelor of Science, Electronics, Engineering, Technology. Staff Sergeant Darren Barbie, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Retired Master Sergeant Larry Dortch, Bachelor of Science, Engineering Management Technology. Christian Eblay, Bachelor of Science, Engineering Management Technology, cum laude. Angela Harper, Bachelor of Science, Information Systems, cum laude. Sergeant Michael Gray, Associate of Science, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Hans Josephson, Bachelor of Science, Information Systems. Quentin Robinson, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, cum laude. First Lieutenant Emilio Ortiz, Bachelor of Science, Electronics Engineering Technology. Chief Warrant Officer 4, Odie Huffman, Bachelor of Science, Electronic Engineering Technology. Sergeant Ahmed Adeyemi, Bachelor of Science, Electronics Engineering Technology, cum laude. Robert Jones, Bachelor of Science, Electronics Engineering Technology, magna cum laude. Master Chief Petty Officer Clinton Felder, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Ensign Denise Holmes, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Sergeant First Class Brian Reels, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science.
Congratulations to the College of Engineering and Computer Science degree recipients. You may be seated.
Will the degree recipient in the School of Nursing please come forward?
Captain Ava Owen, Bachelor of Science, Nursing, summa cum laude.
Congratulations to the School of Nursing degree recipient.
At this time, will all undergraduate degree recipients please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Grantham University, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been certified by the faculty, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now I ask that all our graduates rise. In keeping with traditions, Graduates may now move your tassel from the right to the left in recognition of your achievement. Congratulations on your success. Graduates, please be seated. Would like to ask Dr. Marilyn Bartels, our provost, to join me at the podium to introduce our class of 2012 representative.
Wow, what a lot of excitement's out there. Student success is vital to the success of any college or university, and Grantham is no exception to that rule. We believe that it is the duty of any institution of higher learning that serves working adults and students to provide a support network that facilitates student success and encourages them toward their ultimate goal, earning an undergraduate or graduate degree. Each year, Grantham University asks one outstanding graduate to represent the class at commencement. This honor is bestowed to a graduate who not only demonstrates academic excellence, but one who embodies the spirit of our student body. This year's recipient of that class of 2012 is Master Sergeant Reginald Hurt. A round of applause. Thank you. When Master Sergeant Hurt first started pursuing his degree at Grantham, he had but one goal in mind: to graduate. He not only succeeded his goal, but he exceeded it. Master Sergeant Hurt completed his Bachelor of Science in Multidisciplinary Studies, graduating summa cum laude in December of 2010. But that wasn't enough for him. He went on to complete his MBA in Project Management, graduating with distinction in 2012. Going above and beyond is part of Master Sergeant Hurt's nature. He has served in the Army for the past 28 years, earning the Bronze de Fleury Medal, the Bronze Star, among other medals and awards. He was the lead engineer for the Force Protection Analysis and Planning and Upgrading in Kabul's voting sites in Afghanistan in the very first election. In April, he was named Grantham's Outstanding Graduate at the Distance Education and Training Council's annual conference. And most recently, Master Sergeant Hurt was selected for Sergeant Major. If you ask Master Sergeant Hurt about his accomplishments, he'll just tell you that hard work and persistence pay off. This is true. Hard work and persistence pay off. But in order to have these qualities, you need an indomitable spirit, which Master Sergeant Hurt has in spades. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium.
Wow. That's hard to follow up, I tell you, but I will do my best. And a disclaimer real quick, I am not a professional speaker. First of all, I would be remiss if I didn't say thanks to all those currently serving in harm's way and all those soldiers who currently walk across the stage. You get those guys and girls a big round of applause. First and foremost, I would like to give honor to God, for without him, none of this would be possible. As she stated, when I first enrolled in Grantham back in 2009, I was in search of something, college or university that would give me what I look for when I go out in search of a vehicle, a house, or something that means a lot to me. I wanted a university that would give me the type of attention that you demand when you buy something that means a lot to you. And I found Grantham University back in 2009. And since then, I tell you, there's nothing that the faculty members that I have come across wouldn't do for you. And I would like you to give the faculty for Grantham a round of applause also. I'll tell you what, America is in good hands. As I stand here and I watch all of the degrees that were conferred today, and I see the type of degrees that we all achieved, and I look at the soldiers more so, because a lot of us are either retiring or retired, or will soon retire and go out into the civilian population and join that workforce. And I tell you what, if you're not hiring soldiers, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, look out amongst you and you'll see that we are educated and we bring great things to the workforce. I promise not to be long, but I will touch on a couple of things today. Key things that I want to talk about is life's blueprint. Dr. Martin Luther King, back in 1967, he wrote a speech called, "What's Your Life Blueprint?" And within that speech, he talked about this is the most important and crucial period in your lives. For what you do now and what you decide now may well determine which way your life shall go. He also went on to say, whenever a building is constructed, you usually have an architect who draws a blueprint, and that blueprint serves as a guide for those who are to build the building. His last part to that statement was, a building is not well erected without a good, a sound, and a solid blueprint. And I tell you today, as I look out at all the graduates, you have built a great blueprint. Also, what I want you to do today before you delve into any future thoughts about pursuing your doctorate or PhD, take time to reflect on what you have accomplished today. For I tell you, it's not easy to decide to go on to a higher education level. You have to first understand why you're pursuing if you decide to move on to a doctorate or PhD or certification. What are you going to do if you decide to choose that further degree? Myself, I'm thinking about a doctorate, but first I had to do some research on what I wanted to do, how would it fit and tie into what I've already accomplished. For those that don't know, I am a construction engineer in the military. I'm also a project manager, and I'm also a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt qualified. So everything I've done so far in my life fits like a puzzle together. So I ask you to think about everything that your future, be it moving on to a bachelor's degree, moving from a bachelor's to a master's, and those master's degree comrades that I sit here with, if you decide to move on to a doctorate or a PhD, or future certifications that are out there, think about how it will fit together and how you can serve best doing your current job, your future job endeavors, or anything you choose to do in the future. My next point is about what I consider to be the most important business decision anyone can make. I feel that the best and the most important business investment you'll ever make is within yourself. And the reason I say that is because every day throughout life, we move through life and we touch people's lives. We have either debits or credits with whomever you come in contact with every day. Some people might be good for your life, some may not be. Some things you indulge in might be good for your future, some might not be. But I tell you, that's where the decision and what I call the cost, benefits, and analysis comes into play. 3 simple terms: cost, benefits, and analysis. We should always think about this. When we meet someone, when we decide to delve in some type of future aspects of our career, what's the cost? Secondly, how would they benefit me, negatively or positively? Before we do those two, we analyze it all somehow by writing it out and checking it out. And that tells you whether that person, that business deal you're about to make, or that college, for most of you, I would say all of the master's degrees here, you will have to choose either online or a traditional brick and mortar university to go to pursue your higher degree. So you're definitely going to have to think about this. Throughout my career, throughout my collegiate studies, I've had to do that. And I tell you, I couldn't have picked a better college. Thank you. Thank you. I tell you, if you aren't, I preached Grantham University. I talk about it all the time. People ask me, why? Why do you like Grantham? What's so special about it? And it's the people. You can find any university out there, but if the people, the frontline faculty, the first people you call, that administrative person that you talk to, the student representatives aren't doing what they're supposed to, you're not going to be happy. And I tell you, I couldn't have had a greater team than the people that I've worked with, and they know who they are. They're very special and near and dear to my heart, and they always will. I won't mention them because they told me not to, so I'll be nice. Today for me also is very special because I've been in the military almost 29 years, and I've done a lot of great things and good things, and I've had a lot of accomplishments. But my mother has never been there to see any of this, and today she's in the audience, and I tell you, my mom, I'm a mother's boy, but I'm a strong guy. But I tell you, she embodied me. She gave me the strength and the determination to do anything I wanted to do in life. And that type of persistence has taken me a long way. And that's why I'm standing here today. But I'm very humbled to be standing here because any one of you could have been in my place, and I know that. So this makes me even more humble. The last thing I want to talk about, since I know you understand what I mean about that, is networking. We have the biggest networking, I would say, communication thing going with Grantham. If you haven't been getting the blogs, if you haven't been giving input, then you're doing a disservice to this university and to your peers and to those that follow you. I believe that networking starts in grade school, moves through high school, and of course culminates once you reach college. And I tell you what, I look forward to meeting a lot of you out there, keeping in touch with a lot of you, because I know that we're going to come across each other in the business world out there. And I believe also that networking is one of those things that, as I was speaking to the professor here today, You never know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen with networking. You could be on a commuter train. You could be walking into a Starbucks. You could be standing in line at a bank, and someone starts a communication, starts communicating with you. That's networking right there. And at any given time, something within that communication process could come out that could benefit you in a future job or career move that you're trying to achieve. But if you have your blockers on and your blinders on and you're not listening and totally listening at all time, you're going to miss it. And that's why when I know we all get that woman or that man on the plane and you're trying to sleep and they want to talk your ear off. That's not what I mean by networking, okay? But you know what I mean. It's those opportunity chances that come in once in a lifetime. And if you're not totally open and receptive to just being people persons, just listening. One of the best things one of my command sergeant majors told me, be quick to listen, but slow to speak. And that's carried with me over and over. And I've had to work on that too sometimes, because at a time in my life I was known as brutally honest. No longer am I that way, because it's not good to be brutally honest. Also, when you're dealing with what I call, you see the commercial, show me the Carfax. When you are about to delve into some type of, I would say, going to a new university, getting into any type of, I would say, business transaction, like they say, show me the Carfax, right? So simple, right? I thought about that when I was reading that, and I went on to say, always ask for the Carfax before you invest endless amounts of yourself into anyone or anything. And it's very important to me. I think that the relationships that I know that the relationships that I have made throughout my career and throughout my 3-year tenure here at Grantham are great, and I hold them very dear. Lastly, I would like you to remember this, that no one blueprint fits all, and no blueprint is perfect, because along life's plan, you will have to make adjustments and modification to your blueprint. As certain circumstances arise and key events arise, you should always maintain that where you're going in your career, what you're trying to achieve, because these things will happen. And the end state is, don't trample on anyone on your way up, because on the way down, they'll pass you up as they move up. Very important to me too. And I think I have one last thing that I want to say in closing. And this is something I like to think. I think a lot, and I like to write. So this is one of my quotes that I came up with. And it states, to chase a dream, to only reach it and find emptiness and longing for that which you discarded on the way toward that dream. Because it was not your dream all alone, but a life blueprint designed by others for you to follow instead. Again, to the president, to all the deans, to the faculty, and to the family members, and all of you awesome Grantham graduates, I thank you for this opportunity. I thank you. It's a pleasure to me, and I take nothing for granted that happens in my life. It's in God's plan and is in my life plan to continue on and to do great things. And as my Grantham life changers out there, state, pay it forward today so they can pay it forward tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Sergeant Hurt, for your words of wisdom for the class of 2012. And now I would like all of the faculty who are in attendance today to stand and be recognized. Please join me in a round of applause for their hard work, their guidance, their dedication. Thank you so much, everyone, as it has been expressed throughout the ceremony today. Thank you to the faculty. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Paul Ilian, who's the Dean of Arts and Sciences, to join me at the podium to introduce the university's outstanding faculty member of 2012.
I would like to ask Tim Goss to come forward, please. It is an honor for me to announce that Tim Goss, full-time faculty member in the College of Arts and Sciences, has been selected as Faculty Member of the Year for Grantham University. His contributions in course development, assessment of skills, guides for use in the Student Learning Center, provided the university with a complete set of tools to assist students in achieving success in all writing assignments. As the lead faculty in the redevelopment of English Composition 1 and 2 and the technical writing course, Tim's leadership skills fostered an environment of success to ensure that the redesign was completed in less than 2 months. While redesigning the writing courses, Tim collaborated with other faculty to produce a Grantham APA guide, long awaited, and a writer's guide, in addition to all the supporting materials normally provided by textbook publishers. He also ensured that the new courses incorporated the adult learning techniques long found in traditional writing courses. The materials developed for the English courses were determined to be so useful that they were placed in all classes and are being made available through the Student Advising and Learning Center as downloadable support materials to all Grantham University students. Tim's leadership in the redesign of courses, his overall contributions to the College of Arts and Sciences, and support to Grantham University students are of the highest caliber and exemplify why he was unanimously chosen as Faculty Member of the Year. Congratulations, Tim.
In closing, I'd like to thank each of you for supporting our graduates as they worked hard to earn these degrees. Their achievement is certainly your achievement. Attending school while working full-time and meeting the needs of families is certainly a challenge. Each one of our graduates has proven that it can be done if you have the dedication and determination to do it. One more time, congratulations, graduates. I would like to let each of you know that we have only 50 copies of Harry's book at our Grantham University campus bookstore outside the main entrance here. For those who would like to purchase a copy, please feel free to see the people at the Campus University bookstore table. All proceeds from his book go to Head for the Cure. Next Sunday, they're having a race here in Kansas City. It's a not-for-profit organization dedicated to raising money to find a cure for brain cancer. Now, I have some important instructions to the audience before we close this ceremony. I ask that you all please remain seated as all graduates and faculty recess and then return to the stage for a group photo. We ask that you stay seated while 2 photos are taken. When the photos are done, everyone is welcome to exit the ballroom and proceed to the right to join us at the reception. Thank you for your patience and for remaining seated for just a few more minutes.